Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk about something I've added to the coop since the last coop tour video that I did, and also some signs that your chickens might be close to laying eggs. Right now my chickens are going to be 26 or 27 weeks old in the next couple of days, and so they're definitely getting super close to laying age. Some of your chickens might lay even sooner than that, but these ones, between the cold and their breed, are taking a little bit longer than most to start laying. They're starting to show signs, and I'm going to show you what those look like. So the first thing you might notice right off the bat is that we've added a light to the chicken coop. This is on a timer on the extension cord splitter over here, so that it's on, I think it's on 10 hours a day right now. And that is because these guys were only awake for like 4 hours. Yes, Buffalo, hello. Do you want to say hi to everybody? She's my very sassy one. I'm gonna need your participation for the video. Yes, hi girls. So, the other thing, back up. So first sign that your chickens might be close to nesting, if they are digging little nesting spots. That is a sign that they could, Buffalo, can I please film the video? Yes, hi. So if they are actually like showing nesting behaviors, creating nests, digging, I gotta shut the door because she's being too loud. Sorry about that. I have a very dramatic hen who loves to scream at me. So number one is that if they are showing nesting behaviors, if they are nesting in their nesting boxes, or in this case not in their nesting box but right on the floor of the coop, that is one sign that your chickens are getting closer to laying eggs. That kind of behavior is really encouraging because they're preparing for making a nest. So the second sign, they're trying to bust out right now. I'm gonna tell you first what the sign is, and then I'll try to get video of it just so I'm not interrupted by Buffalo so much. So the second sign is the redness of their comb and their wattles and cheeks. As a hen reaches maturity, she should get really bright in her comb and her cheeks and her wattles. So I have some hens that are very bright right now that I'm going to show you, and I also have some that are not, that those ones are going to be a while before they start laying still because they're not showing that sign of sexual maturity. So I'm going to open up the door. It's going to get loud again. Apologies. I'll try to make sure the volume's not too loud for this. But hi girls. If we look at Nugget here, which is this one, her face and comb is still pink, but it's very pale compared to Parmesan, whose face is very red in comparison. So that actually makes for a really nice side-by-side shot. You girls are being so cooperative of the color difference between these two. They're trying to eat my wedding ring right now. Guys, get back. So that is the second sign, is the color of the comb and wattle. So Parmesan, that one there, Buffalo, and Teriyaki is another good example because her combs and wattles are much bigger, are all good signs of showing maturity. You're getting close, but the other two are not quite there yet. Yes, hi. Okay, we gotta shut the door again. Okay, we gotta shut the door one more time for the last one. Okay, and then, so that's the second sign. So we have nesting behaviors, making a nest in the coop. We have the color of their combs and wattles, and the third sign is that they start squatting, or another term for this behavior would be presenting themselves to you. So if you have a cat who has gone into heat, it's a very similar reaction, but essentially what they are doing is they are offering themselves up to a would-be rooster for fertilization. And this is the strongest sign that your hens are most likely going to lay in the week to come, because they're actively accepting the fertilization, which in this case isn't going to happen because, one, I'm a human, but also we don't have any roosters, but they will do this behavior for humans as well. So if you start seeing your hens doing this behavior and you haven't got eggs yet, this is a really good sign that hopefully either in this video before it gets posted, or by next video we should have our first egg. So they've been doing it all morning. I'm gonna try to get it on video now and see if they will squat for me. My goodness, teriyaki. So see if, there we go. So they'll put their wings out and lower their tail, and if you actually move your hand by their tail, they'll lift it and raise it to the side. So this is squatting, what Parmesan is doing here. And basically my hand is simulating a rooster trying to get on top of her. So there, she moved her tail up and to the side. So this is what it looks like when they are accepting. And so Parmesan has done this and Buffalo has done this. So we should hopefully get eggs from one of these ladies in the next week. Yes, that's where you're supposed to lay the eggs. Hopefully you'll actually lay them there. But you guys are looking like you're gonna lay them just right on the floor of the coop. So part of why I did end up adding the light in is because they were going to bed like 5 o'clock. It's currently like about 4 o'clock right now, and it is starting to slowly get dark. We are fully dark by about like 5:30 now. We get even darker than this, so stay tuned for the solstice. I'm gonna try to do I think the day before the solstice is when we leave to go south, so I'm gonna try to do another time lapse to show just how short it is, but we get about like 3 hours of like full on above the horizon sunshine in the middle of winter. And so these girls weren't getting up until halfway through the day, and then they were going to bed before supper. And that's just not enough light exposure to help stimulate an egg cycle. And I was hoping that they would like be coming out every day and like over the span of like 3 or 4 days be getting enough light to start an egg cycle, but they really just weren't doing that. And basically, if you saw my Instagram post on Homesteading Sask, I am an impatient person. I work on it. It's not my highest quality. I am just not super patient. And these girls at 26 weeks, still not having laid an egg, are testing the bounds of my patience. And so basically, because I'm impatient and I didn't want to wait for their like completely 100% natural cycle to kick in with adjusting to our lights, I decided to go ahead and add an LED light to the coop on a timer so that they get enough light exposure to stimulate egg production. And it does appear to have worked, because all of these nesting behaviors that you're seeing that I pointed out in this video, they were not doing these behaviors a week ago when I didn't have the light in. So that's really promising that it seems like this is actually working. So if you have girls in the winter and you want to provide them a light, it's definitely an option. Now keep in mind, chickens are like humans, where they are born with the number of eggs they're going to lay. You're not going to get any more of them over their lifetime. So essentially what you're trading when you're adding artificial lighting is you're getting more eggs up front, but you're going to get a chicken that lays less years in the long run. That is something that I am comfortable with. I am okay with doing that. We are only planning on being in this location for the next 2 to 3 years. And then hopefully, if everything goes to plan, we will be buying an acreage, and I'm going to be building a much larger, more permanent, kind of more ideal coop situation. And so at that point, with artificial lighting 3 years in, these girls will probably be pretty close to being done laying already. And then I will be able to replace them with new layers. Whether or not we let them retire out on the farm or decide to use them as soup hens. I have not decided yet. That's going to depend on what actual property we end up getting. But until then, they are going to be able to lay, and I'm okay with giving up that length of laying period in favor of more eggs in the first few years, because that's just going to work best for us right now. So that is something to keep in mind with artificial lighting. But like I said, it has brought out these behaviors, and this is getting really, really encouraging that we will hopefully start getting the first eggs soon. If you haven't already, I'm going to link a video, I think it comes up here, going over what breeds the chickens are, as well as what color eggs they lay, because I do have a mixed basket, as you would call it. So I have some dark brown eggs, some green eggs, and some blue egg layers in my flock. So it'll be really, really cool to start seeing who lays what color egg and start trying to match up the eggs with the chicken who's laying them. So the only one of my hens that I know for sure what she's gonna lay is Teriyaki. She's my black hen, and that's because she is the only black copper Marin or Moran that I have, and she's gonna lay a dark brown egg. All the other girls, we have a mix of purebred Americanas and Americanas crossed with barred rocks, and the crosses will lay a green egg, the purebreds will lay a blue, but I have no idea who is who. So right now, as far as I can tell, Parmesan is not a purebred, most likely, so she should lay a green egg, just because of kind of her hackle feathers being absent, which is very standard compared to Nugget. Nugget looks like she might be a purebred, so she should probably lay a blue egg, and the rest of them, Chipotle, Ginger, and Buffalo, I have no idea. So it's going to take a little while to sort out who's laying what color egg, but that is what we have to look forward to on the channel. So that is everything for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more chicken content to come. We are definitely in winter now, if you can't tell by all the snow. The river is actually starting to freeze up, and we have a big purchase that is going to be delivered within the next month that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So there's definitely lots still coming up on the channel, so if you don't want to miss any of that, be sure to subscribe. And also, if you enjoy the chicken content, make sure to give this video a like. I also have a chicken playlist where you can go and watch all the other chicken videos on my channel. So with that, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys in the next video.